Good evening, everyone. This is Wednesday, April 8th. It's 7 o'clock. We're doing a Zoom meeting here tonight. We're giving this a try. We may have to get in the future. If we have members of the public who wish to make any comments at the designated times, please indicate to the city clerk that you'd like to speak. And there's two ways you can do that. If you're joining from a phone call, dial *9 when asked for public comment. If you are joining us using the app or computer, raise your hand using the hand raise feature when we ask for public comment. A few quick procedural rules for council to effectively facilitate our meeting. I will that when a council member wishes to speak, they announce who they are and ask for the floor. Example, if Councilor Kinsfater wants to make a comment, he should say, "Your Honor, this is Member Kinsfater. I wish to make a comment." Additionally, all votes will be done via a roll call. Wait for your name to be called by the clerk. Lastly, when people join the meeting after it begins, there may be a brief moment when the audio is temporarily interrupted. Before any public comments, as I mentioned, dial *9. If you use the app or computer, raise your hand and use the hand feature. We're meeting tonight to consider two resolutions. Resolution 2008, the Open Meetings Act, COVID-19 procedures. We're going to dispense with the roll, make a note that all council members are present. Warren is in the room with me. All the other council members are joining via Zoom and or we have Ellery on the phone. Jim, do you want to take that first one, that 2008 OMA?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, members of council, before you is a proposed resolution 20-08, and it is essentially a codification of Governor Whitmer's executive order 2020-15, which she implemented last month. It allows for the conduct of city council business via platforms such as Zoom. Essentially, it suspended elements of the Open Meetings Act during the time of this pandemic. So the proposed resolution essentially is the local codification of Governor Whitmer's executive order. Members of our community may have followed Governor Whitmer's executive order issued late last month, but the Michigan Municipal League has proposed that each local unit of government should adopt it on its own, just as a sort of a reinforcement or a reminder to community members that the business of the city goes on during this time, but that in light of safety reasons, public health concerns, it's going to be done remotely, and that they may continue to participate via the app or via the phone or via written comments to administration that would be received and reported before the meeting.
All right. At this time, I would entertain a motion to approve that resolution.
I'll make that motion, Your Honor.
I'll support.
The motion is made and supported. Made by Kufa, supported by Kinsfater. Any questions or comments?
Public comment time.
Anything from the public?
I do not see comment from the public.
All right, call the roll, please.
Laporte,
Yes.
McCartney,
Yes.
Watt,
Yes.
Ellery,
Yes.
Kinsfater,
Yes.
Ufa,
Yes.
Cedar.
Yes.
Resolution adopted, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. We'll go on to the second resolution for 2009 water fees moratorium. Jim?
Yes, Your Honor. Before City Council is a proposed resolution number 20-09, and the purpose of this resolution, if adopted, would be to temporarily suspend all late fees imposed as a result of a failure to pay water utility bills timely. I know there had been some discussion among council members and perhaps among administration about whether or not the water bills or utility bills could be suspended in their entirety, but there is a state law prohibition on that. And the extent of the relief that we could grant the community would be to suspend late payments during the time of this pandemic. So if adopted, Resolution 20-09 would suspend all late fees imposed as a result of non-payment. The resolution does not run afoul of either state law or our local ordinance, which prohibits free water service, because the charges will continue to accrue. If the bill is not paid, the water charge becomes a lien on the property, but it's served by the water service, but it merely suspends the late fees that would be imposed for untimely payment.
What would be the duration of this resolution?
Until further notice, until it's rescinded by council.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the resolution.
I'll support.
All right, the motion is made and supported. Is there any questions, comments?
I'm just wondering if, let's say it's 2 months or whatever that somebody's behind on their bill, so we're gonna waive the late fees. So then all of a sudden, when they have to make payment, is there a payment that we work with them, or do you expect it all due at one time, or how is that done?
I understand, Councilmember Watt, I understand that the treasurer historically has worked with customers on a payment plan. And I would anticipate that if we have members of the community who are going to be behind in light of the unemployment that a lot of members of our community are facing, I would expect that the city would, and probably in consultation with council, would have some sort of a plan for allowing people to get back on track.
So to understand, let's say it's a $500 bill and they accrue another 500, so they owe $1,000. So when everything starts over fresh, if they're behind, they're not going to be fined that on that $1,000, that remaining balance. It's going to stay $1,000 until that's paid off, correctly?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Any other questions?
None.
Anything from the public?
Make a motion to pass?
Motion is made and supported already.
Oh,
Anything from the public?
I do not see comment from the public, Your Honor.
Call the roll, please.
McCartney?
Yes.
Watt?
Yes.
Ellery?
yes.
Kinsfater?
Yes.
Kufa?
Yes.
Laporte?
Yes.
Cedar?
Yes.
Resolution adopted, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
You can have public comment.
I'm going to open up for public comment. Anybody else have anything?
I'm waiting just a little bit longer in case it takes the audience a minute to raise their hand or star 9. I do see one comment from the public. I'm going to unmute their microphone now.
Thank you.
Public comment is open.
Yeah, Bill Clinton, South Riverside. I got a question on the resolution for the water bill. Is that effective as of today, or is it, does it apply to back people at all?
It would be effective today.
So anybody that owes a fee right now is still liable for it?
That's correct.
All right, that's what I was wondering.
Thank you.
Yep.
Any other public comment?
I do not see any more public comment.
And before I ask for a motion to adjourn, I do want to just take this, because this is going on YouTube and Channel 6. On behalf of the city and the city council, look at those health workers, those health providers, EMS drivers, doctors, nurses, everybody out there fighting the fight. Our hearts and prayers are with you. Hang in there. I know there's some tough situations out there. Young couples not being able to see their kids for days. It's a tough situation. And unfortunately, to get through this, we have to stay apart to stick together. So everybody hang in there. Be tough.
With that, Your Honor, if it's in order, I'd make a motion to adjourn.
Or
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Hi.
Your Honor, this has to be done by roll call.
roll call.
Call the roll.
Watt?
Yes.
Ellery?
Yes.
Kinsfater,
Yes.
Kufa,
Yes.
Laporte,
Yes.
McCartney,
Yes.
Cedar,
Yes.
Carried, Your Honor.
Good job, everyone.